Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Hits inside. It's Marshall. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road, bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Making the adjustment. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Takes a hit as he fires. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it. But let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Oh, the ball's out on the return. Oh, and he recovers it. Man, you want to talk about having his back, and they averted disaster on that one.
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me trying to take my head off. So, listen, I mean, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back on the ball.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On the ground, it's Edwards. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space, and I love the way Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the first down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease, make himself small, fit into those small spaces, and pick up the first to keep the offense on the field. It's all about momentum and being able to keep drives going. I know that's not going to really show up on any highlight reels, but that was a big play here for the offense.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Reed. They're all over it. Blasted as he lets it go.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
That is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The run inside. It's Marshall. Pretty good job of running to get there to the 32.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Finds a crease, it's Marshall. There he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Unloads it downfield. He's got it inside the 30. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's first and 10. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the...
Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Changing the routes with his receivers. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. He fires to the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. He is in. Touchdown, Wolverines. On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Edwards. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Give to the running back. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. We've reached the end of the period and Michigan has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Throwing Reed. Unloads to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your prime...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Texas A&M going quickly. In the red area, it's Edwards. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's there to make the stop. Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
On the run, it's Marshall. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. The Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback changing the play. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Stepping to the right. He'll throw it. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Quick give. It's Marshall.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Throwing, Underwood. Heaves it deep. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Gets the back moving. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Making the adjustment on the play. Here's Underwood to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Trying to do it himself. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the 1st down. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Bender. Underwood. Under pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating the ball down the field. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield. It's Underwood. Rolls right. Unleashes one deep. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Man, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's Reed to throw. Gonna take a shot. He's got it down the field. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw one first. Out wide left, it's Johnson. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on second down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
And it slips just inside that right upright. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the number 14 team, the USC Trojans.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return.
And it's the Nittany Lions with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Gonna run it. It's Edwards. Makes the tackle. The Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun on third down, it's Marcel Reed. Makes the grab at the 30. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Number 7 with the grab and the score.
Lining up for the PAT.
Here on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with a flair, a 77-yard touchdown pass.
Number 38 set to advance on the football.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Tough run here. It's Owens. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Takes a handoff. It's Edwards. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Burrowing for yardage. Touchdown, Aggies. They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
Number 0 in the end zone.
They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. Misses badly on that one.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Number 38 set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes.
Wolverines will take over 1st and 10.
The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Makes the catch. It's Buchanan. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Marsh.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Again, it's Underwood. Fires on the run. Pulls it in on the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Man, you gotta love the response of the quarterback. Like last possession, you make a mistake. Easy to get down on yourself sometimes, but now just come out and you're absolutely surgical. 4 for 4, spreading the ball out, seeing the defense really well. Nice bounce back for this QB.
Throwing, Underwood. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Michigan! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Texas A&M, 16. Number 22, set to kick it off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Reed. Here comes the heat. And he went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
Great job by the DB on that play. How many times in these types of deep ball situations do we see pass interference? That cornerback could not have played that ball better.
Running inside. It's Edwards. Knocked down immediately.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Play fake, Marcel Reed. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Here's Underwood to throw. Still looking to his right. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Line space, it's Marshall. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And when you're a quarterback, you have to sell pass. You have to get your eyes down the field, the ball in your hand like you're ready to throw the football. Now I quickly handed it to the running back. You could see it worked, and the running back did the rest. The defense was thinking pass all the way. What a nice game.
Sets his feet. It's Underwood. Moves to his right. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense got it. And after the turnover, there's a man still down, and we have an injury on the field. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross. Ready. Blue 22. Blue.
Underwood unloads it left. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. Inside the 30. Past the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick six. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Right side, it's Marshall. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. On the move. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Throwing, Underwood. Throws it deep. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left, you bet.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. He's at the touchdown, Michigan. Once he got some room, it was over. If they can just hang on, they might be able to notch their first victory of the season.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Unloads in the nick of time.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Pull to the ground. Texas A&M going up tempo. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Reed. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down. Unloads to the right. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Here's Underwood to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Aggies. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
And they did tack on the extra point.
Michigan 35, Texas A&M 30.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Pulls it, trying to get the corner. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Underwood throws to the tight end. Left side is Marshall. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Marshall. Turning it on!
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Blue 22. Blue 20.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Taking a shot. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And I'm not surprised by the decision-making of this QB. Like, I would go there, too. Like, he's been the go-to guy, man. He's already got 2 touchdown passes on the day. So I'm going to take shots because I believe in my wide receiver. Sometimes it's not going to come home, and it didn't on that play. Tip your cap to the defense, but I got a feeling that's not the last ball he'll throw as well.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Fourth down, Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. Driving forward, it's Marshall. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run.
Number 22, set to kick off.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Throwing Reed. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted for the 11th time. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports.